After that, my relationship with my daughter started to deteriorate. He had figured out that I didn't like him, so he started becoming antsy towards me, and I started avoiding him. I got shouted at and screamed at and told that I would be having birthdays elsewhere and my grandson would be having birthdays with his family. I just turned around and said, well, if that's the way it's got to be, it's the way it's got to be, but I don't want anything to do with his family. I didn't particularly want anything to do with him either, but I had no choice because by this time she was living with him. In the March, when she was 20 weeks pregnant, we had to go for a scan with Rico. I had to endure being with him. For weeks our relationship was up and down. She would hardly talk to me. She was hell-bent on having her little family. Claire's law had not been brought into the equation. The partner has to do it, and she definitely wasn't going to do it. Then June the 5th came, 2016. I had a friend who lived near them. I got a frantic phone call. Carla's running around in the street. It was the daytime. I'm like, what's going on? He says she's screaming and running around in the street. I'm not going to go too much into the details of the actual incident because that's not my place. But the police were called. He hadn't hurt her. He'd cornered her in a room and been verbally abusing her. She was outside in no shoes by the time I turned up, and I quickly put her into the car. And then I walked round to the flat to find out what was going on and why she was running around in the street. They'd been to a funeral. He'd been drinking. But the police got involved. And when I turned up at the door, they said to me, do you know who lives here? And I went, yes, my daughter's boyfriend. And when I mentioned his name, the first thing out of the police officer's mouth was, oh yeah, we know all about him. I just packed Carla in the car, left them to him, and brought her home to my house. When I got her back to my house, she came in what she stood up in. She didn't have no clothes, she had nothing at all with her. We didn't have time, we couldn't even get in the flat. The police wouldn't let us. I just removed her from the situation. And after that incident, I started investigating him without telling Carla. I started to dig deeper because of what the police had said to me. It was then I told Carla, the social services are going to get involved. Trust me, police have to report it.